Welcome to the Packed Packers podcast, where every episode is packed full of Packers, brought to you by Universal Sports Media. Today we'll be doing a 7-round mock draft post Dontavian Wicks trade, so we get an extra 5th-round pick. But before we get into that, make sure you go down and give us a 5-star or max rating on whatever you're listening to. If you're on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, give us some suggestions on whatever you all want us to talk about. Find us at packed.packers on TikTok, Packed Packers everywhere else. Without further ado, Joe, let's get into this here mock draft.
Let's do it.
There's a lot of ways we can go, but now that we traded Wicks, we could draft a receiver now. Before I was like, it doesn't really make sense to draft a receiver unless it was like returner kind of guy.
Right.
But with Wicks gone, we could definitely use, because we got the top 3 guys being Golden, Reed, and Watson. We know that Watson's had an injury history, so that 4th guy is going to be pretty important. And I mean, Reed was hurt a lot last year. Golden was clipped a couple of games. So receiver depth is a point that we kind of need to draft now.
It really is. It really is. And
Which
I feel
is
like
my
Wicks
favorite.
is probably
Now I
the
get
most healthiest guy you guys had on wide receiver for when he was
he
there.
was kind of nicked last year too.
Okay.
It was because we lost Dobbs, and it was like, okay, we still got 4 solid receivers, and now we lost Wicks, and then it's like, okay, now we
True.
need somebody. So and
I mean,
that's like my
that's true. Go ahead.
yeah, that's like my favorite part because I didn't really watch too many receivers because I was like, we really don't need one. We'll probably draft one super late. So I watched a couple receivers, but leading up to this now I've been watching a few more receivers and that's like my favorite position to watch. So it's exciting. Without further ado, I'm going to share my screen. We're going to get into that PFF mock draft.
And what did you guys trade Wicks for? Can we talk about that? What was that trade? What did you guys get back?
Yeah, so here we go, Joe. You see it right there?
I do. Hold on, let me see if I can. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I do see it though.
All right. So we traded him for a 5th round and next year's 6th. The 5th round pick is 153. So yeah, so we traded him for the 153rd pick.
Gotcha.
Let's start this thing off. Boom, 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 boom. If you're just listening, the draft has started and is going down the list all the way to 52, where Green Bay picks first. Okay, Joe. So linebacker, we could use depth at linebacker for sure. But the thing is, if we draft a linebacker, he's probably going to be 4th on the depth chart behind McDuffie. Obviously, Zaire Franklin and Adrian Cooper are 1 and 2, and then he'd probably be behind McDuffie. So it'd be a lot of special teams and then just kind of rotation every now and then. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah. Makes sense.
So Goldie, I like him. Gabe would be an option as well. Really good pass grade, not great. Looks like in the run. But 6'3", 270. So he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he's got good size for sure. He looks like 12 sacks this past season. So really solid. But Joe, I don't know. I know Pons is small. I know D'Angelo Pons is small. It's tough to pass on Pons. Like, I mean, let's just look at him really quick here. His grades are crazy. So his 2023, he was 89.7, 2024, 83.5. And then this last season won the national championship and had an 89.9. So he's never been bad.
That's true. What's his, let's see his weight and size?
5'9", 173. I mean, I don't know if that's actually different from like what the combine has him, which I'm going to look it up really quick on what his combine like size is, because that's more accurate than what PFF has typically. Because they'll usually have it from what their college said they were, which sometimes they lie.
Yeah, most of the time they lie, but yeah. I don't know. I don't hate the pick, but I don't know. Especially for you guys. You guys need a bigger corner. What's what's his name? Saint
St. Juice. St. Juice is big. So if
What
he's
is he?
5'9", 182, so he's got a couple pounds on
Okay.
him now.
Yeah. He's
But
playing
Joe,
inside though.
we don't need a corner with size. We need a corner that could play, and this is a
That's
guy
true.
that could play.
That's true. I
So
like me a corner with size, but go ahead.
well, you could like whatever you want. Your corners suck.
Oh yeah. Okay, we'll hear.
So
We'll hear
no, Joe,
about that.
I'm gonna go Pons. Like, and Gabe would be a solid option, but I think we could get a good edge rusher down the line here. Because
Okay.
at edge he might not be an immediate guy anyways, but
So is Pons going to be starting over Nixon, or is he going to be moving inside? Like, where would you see Pons
no,
fitting?
he would probably be opposite. Because I mean the rotation corner is like a weird position where you can rotate a lot, but
You can't. True.
so I mean he doesn't even have to start. I mean but as a heavy rotation guy, he'd help us a lot. Oof, Bryce Lance just went pick before. I probably would have taken Bryce Lance, not gonna lie. Just because I think him and Christian Watson, he's like another Christian Watson. So if Christian goes down, I feel like we wouldn't miss a beat.
I thought you hated
But
Bryce Lance. You were
I
just
didn't
hating
love
on
him at
Bryce
first.
Lance
I
2
didn't love
weeks
him at
ago.
first, but Joe, that size and speed, I can't ignore it.
All right.
Um,
But I
Grayson,
need to know where would you put Bonds though? Like I understand it's a
he'd be an
rotational
outside corner
position. Okay,
because that's what he played in
is he
college, and
your
he
second
was an
string?
elite
Is it
outside
coming in
corner.
as your second string? As your number 2? Is it coming as your number 3? Like where would you like him? Just off the top, without even looking at him in
Well,
practice right now.
I would need to see him in camp, Joe. That's what I'd
All
need to
right.
see, but I'd want to get him into camp first.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
No, because Joe,
No, and you're
he's
not
never
wrong.
been
You're not wrong.
bad, and I mean he's
So put
just
him
a
at your
dog.
number
I mean
2
I know
already.
he's small. I know he's small, but crazier things have happened. I mean,
Fair.
the thing about the size is it could be uh beneficial to some guys, but if you turn on the tape and you watch people and they're just dominating, even if they're small, if they're dominating, they're dominating you.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
is what it is.
Yeah. He definitely plays way bigger than 5'9" or 5'10" for
He
sure.
definitely does. So Grayson Halton is a monster, but he's more of a pass rushing like interior D lineman. To me, like when I watch his highlights, but Joe. I'm
Mm,
sure you haven't watched him because the Steelers don't need a D lineman, but Grayson Halton is nice. So that
okay.
would be definitely an option. I don't really like Jay Sean too much. Malik Muhammad I like, but obviously we just got Pons. Wouldn't really make sense to go back to back on corners. I mean, we could, but
You got a couple more holes to fill for sure before you do that. So,
yeah,
what's the
I
size?
like. He's 6'2", 292, so he's kind of small. He's not the biggest guy. I wanna see kinda where he lines up in his gaps. He did some A gap, mostly B gap. A we really need a guy that is a run stuffer, which his run defense grade is really good,
Mm,
and I already like what he does, on the pass, but I really want a bigger guy, but he seems like our best option at this point. I really like Grayson Hall, and Imma take him right here.
okay. I haven't done much research on him, so I
Yeah,
can't
Joe,
really.
I'm telling you, go watch him, and watch a couple. You watch the first couple clips of him and be like, okay, I see what you're talking about.
Okay.
He splits gaps really well, like takes on double teams and splits gaps really well. So I really like that about him. Um, okay, I like Will Lee a lot at corner, but obviously, like I said, we just drafted one. We do need O linemen. So there's Cage Casey here. There's Markel Bell. I would like a guy because Markel Bell, you're not moving him into guard. You know what I mean? I
No,
would
no,
like a
he's
guy
6'9".
that could go to guard. Yeah, 6'9". You're not moving him to guard. But so somebody like Cage Casey, he has a good run block grade at 75.8, a good pass block grade at 80.1. I mean, he played all of his time at left tackle. He is 6'5", 311, so that's good size for a guard. I mean, it's a decent size for a tackle. I think he maybe had short arms, so they'd probably have him go to guard. But he has experience at tackle, great size for a guard, great grades. I like Cage Casey here,
Mm,
Joe.
okay. Okay. What are your other options
You
there? I
don't like
didn't
O
I didn't really
lineman?
look to see. Let me see.
Yeah, so Stribling would be a nice option at receiver.
Yep.
Yeah, Markel Bell. I would like a guy that's more versatile because you're putting him at left tackle. I mean, you could put him on the right, but you're probably going to have him at left tackle.
Okay.
There's also Austin Barber at tackle, but Stribling, because like I said, we do want a receiver at this point. So Stribling, I really like Stribling. You like him too, right?
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm a big fan of Stribling, actually.
I mean, that was a question, but
Yes.
yeah.
I'm a big fan of him.
So
My
yeah, I
fault.
really
I
like
thought you were talking
him.
about the tackle.
No, I was
What
talking
other
about
tackle? What
Stribling.
other guards and tackles
I really like.
are available in there?
So let's go tackle. Let's go interior O line. So a bunch of dudes here, Joe. Cage Casey,
Mm-hmm.
Markel Bell, Austin Barber, all tackles. Billy Schrauth at guard, Notre Dame. Trey Zune, tackle out of Texas. Bo Stevens, guard, Iowa.
Hey,
We could use a center too,
mm-hmm.
but
My
I don't know.
favorite guy is definitely Bo Stevens, though. I'm a big fan of him. I chose him last time when we did a mock draft. His numbers are crazy. I don't know if that's a guy that you want to look at, but
No, we're looking at
those are
Cage
country
Casey right here,
boys.
Joe, and we're taking
Go
him.
ahead then. All right.
You guys took Cole Payton. I just saw the Steelers just took Cole Payton in this mock. And I think they just took Bo Stevens right there too.
Yep. Perfect.
All right, Joe. Back on the clock here.
Mm-hmm.
Running back would be an option as well. So Katron Allen, he's got good size. Let me look at him really quick. His size is 5'11", 219, so he's a good size back.
Mm-hmm.
He's always had really good grades as a rusher. He had 2023 it had 899 yards. Next year in 2024 he had 1101 yards, and then 2025 he had 1303, and that's with Nick Singleton on his team. So they were running that thing. I mean, listen, Joe, he averaged 5.25, and then this last season 6.2 per carry. He had 15 touchdowns. Not much of a receiving back, it looks like. He had 68 receiving yards, it looks like this year, 153 the year before.
I
So
like the production.
yeah, super solid production. Like I said, that's with Nick Singleton, who I really, really like.
Yeah. Was it starting over Nick?
I mean, I know they had just had like a two back thing. We could look at Singleton's numbers too. He got drafted a couple picks before. Let's look, 6 foot 224, so they're about the same size. Singleton's a little bit bigger, but I mean, Allen had a lot more yards than he did, and probably carries too. Um, but yeah, I mean, he had 12 touchdowns the 2024, 13 touchdowns in 2025. So they did a lot of
Yeah.
splitting
Running the
carries.
ball for sure. That
Yeah,
was because
definitely not
Drew
a
Aller went
yeah.
down really early. So
Yeah, so bunch of production out of those running backs. Jeff Caldwell is here, big receiver. Let's see, 6'5", 215, really big guy here. Not a ton of yards. He had 1,000 in 2024, 1,032, but 478 in 2025. So not his best performance. And Joe, actually, Keegan Tross is another guy that I probably would have drafted. Also, this guy here, Joe, this edge, Max Llewellyn, he ain't nothing to play with. So what are we at? 153, Joe. I don't know if he's gonna be there. His average draft position is 152.
he's an edge.
So he's an edge. I
What
don't
is it?
know if he'll be there.
Let's see his stats real quick.
Yeah, so looks like 6 sacks back-to-back seasons out of Iowa. You know how Iowa is. They're weird with like you can't start unless you're a senior, but um let's see. He had a 86.1 pass grade, a pretty bad rush grade, but run defense grade, but let's see, he's 6'5", 263, so he's got all the size that you would need.
Mm. Mhm.
Um,
Decent
and
production, decent production.
he's there's some production, 6 sacks back to back, other than guys like, Shamar, Stewart last year
Mhm.
that, had like 1.5 sacks.
Still in first round, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Um, so yeah, solid, decent production. Obviously, this is what I don't even know where we're at, 5th round or something like that. So, um, he does. I told you before. He does remind me of Max Crosby, not just because he's white and his name is Max, but he has a high motor. I really like his tenacity. So that is tempting, and also
The run
Keegan
grade
Tross.
does worry me a little bit though.
Well, we don't got to really worry about that because he doesn't have to start right away. And Keegan Tross, Joe, look at he graded 92 last season, uh, 92.0 with a 91.4 pass grade and an 85.4 pass block, or I think 91.4 run block grade, 85.4 pass block grade. So overall, I mean,
Hmm.
really solid. He played left tackle and right tackle in his career mostly, but I mean, look at the grade is crazy. 6'4", 316. We could
Mm.
use two guys because
Mm.
it's not crazy to draft two offensive linemen. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But the
Mhm.
the worry is if we did draft him, Max Llewellyn might be gone, which would suck. But I'm gonna go Keegan Tross because I really like him. I think two O linemen because I am scared, and there Max Llewellyn went. I am scared that we're one injury away from just being devastated on the O line.
Mm.
Because the guys that are starting right now were pretty much the backups last year, and the guys that were in front of them are gone. So we we don't have much depth. So I think we definitely need to get depth into two tackles that could be guards. So that way they could play tackle or guard would be, I
Mm.
think, really helpful. So as much as I wanted Max Llewellyn and Katron Allen just went to the pick before. As much as I wanted those guys, I think O line is one of the most important position groups,
Mm.
on the field. So,
Fair.
and with that being said, we're taking Taylor Green. Just kidding. We're not taking Taylor Green. We're probably taking undrafted
Yeah,
guy,
I
most
wouldn't be
likely.
surprised though.
But
What? Why not? Well,
yeah, I wouldn't be
who's your
super
backup to
surprised. We
Jordan right
do
now?
we do need a backup quarterback, but
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be like early. Like I don't think it'll be in the 5th.
Okay.
And I guess that's not early, but
Right.
unless there's somebody just sitting there. But let's see, Joe. Let's take a look at what we drafted already. So we got D'Angelo Pons, Grayson Halton, and then Cage Casey and Keegan Tross. So I still want a receiver. Um and I do want an edge for sure. Receiver edge, and then probably slide a running back in here somewhere. So that's 3, and then we'll figure out what we're doing for the other one. So
Okay.
oh man. So let's look at receivers, see who's there. We'll look at edge. Oh, I do want a linebacker too. Caden Curry. I would like to take
Big fan of
Caden
Caden.
Curry.
Big fan.
And
You should
also
take him.
Joe Nadame Tucker is a monster too. So, hmm.
But I
Okay.
mean, you're talking to Ohio State. You know the
Yeah.
you know the history that comes with that. And what was his numbers? I think he had like
I
9
think he had
sacks.
12 sacks or something like that. 12 sacks. But PFF
That's a
is weird
steal.
because they don't do like half sacks. So he might have had 9 sacks or whatever it is. But they credit a half sack as a full sack. But
Oh,
either
did
way.
they?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, either way,
Regardless too, that's
really
good
good
production.
grades, really good
Yeah.
grades, run grade, pass grade, everything like that.
What's his size?
He's a good size, 6'3", 260, so he's a good size for sure.
Yeah.
That would definitely be an option. So his rank is 172, average draft position at 180. So I pretty much would have to take him here because the next pick is at 201 and we're at 160. So if I wanted Caden Curry, I have to take him here. So
I think
Joe,
that's your
let's
best
take
option,
him.
honestly.
Let's take him.
Yeah. I like that. You guys typically don't look for production. You guys look for size or potential. So this wouldn't be a pick that I would expect the Packers to make, but
Right,
let's
right,
just hope.
right. Okay, Joe. Okay, okay. I can't wait to talk about your team.
Hey, man, I'm
Um,
just saying the truth.
shoot, man. I don't love these receivers left, Joe. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No?
I don't love these guys.
Look at Chase from BYU
Chase
right there.
Robert.
Yes. Look at them numbers right there. What was the numbers I'm
Let's see.
looking at
Let's see.
here?
6'4", 210.
Yep.
I mean, let's see. 561 to 851 to 802. Decent yards.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. Um,
I mean, you're in the fifth round, Griff. You're not gonna find no 1,000-yard receiver in this part.
we might
You're
be in the
looking at
sixth.
production again. Oh, sixth round. Yeah, you're looking at a guy with 2 years of 800 yards receiving, 6'4",
I
and
think this guy
who could have
Eric
came
Rivers
from there
ran super
too?
fast, but I think he's small. Let me see.
Is he?
5'11". He's not crazy
Not
small,
bad.
but
What's his stats? See,
so
you got the
Georgia
Packers don't be
Tech.
looking. You got this little
He
tendency
had
of never looking at the
1166.
stats. All right. What do you guys need? What kind of receiver do you guys need?
Well, we really have the starters set, obviously. So Reed in the slot, and then Golden and Watson outside. But then after that, it's so we need everything. We need
Mm,
slot and outside because
mm,
after that, there's not too much in terms of like something to expect. Like we have, well, technically we have Bo Melton who could be the slot receiver, like backup slot receiver. Which and he's had 100-yard games before, so I guess we need outside guys. I would say.
mm.
But, I mean, we could use slot too
This is a
because I'm
this is actually, now that I look at it, group, this is a pretty big need because you guys run a lot of four wide receiver stuff, don't you? Am I wrong in saying
I
that?
mean, yeah, we I mean, Green Bay runs a lot of stuff. We got a pretty, new age offense, Joe, unlike,
All right.
you
Yeah.
wouldn't know about.
So
So,
here,
actually,
so
I
so
forgot we
hold
have
on. Let me
Savion
let
too. We have
me.
Savion. I don't
That's
know why I
right.
forgot all about Savion Williams.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So
But
now
we do
you
have
have
Savion,
you
and
have
then
an
Bo
okay crew.
Melton.
That's all right.
Yeah, and then Bo Melton, and then, Sky Moore, who's pretty much
So
a
you still
returner.
don't have a number one wide receiver, is what I'm hearing.
No, what are you talking about?
You don't have a number one wide receiver on your team still.
Did you not hear when I said Christian Watson and when I said Matthew Golden?
None of those guys are number one wide
And then
receivers.
Jaden Reed could also be a number 1, by the way. Don't forget about him.
All right. None of them are. Well, let's hypothetically speaking, let's just say two of them don't finish the season, which in most, common Packer seasons happens quite often.
Well,
What are you
your
gonna do?
receivers' hands are made of bricks, so
Well, hey, that has nothing to do with my team right now. We're talking about your team, Griff.
okay.
I'm just saying that's a pretty big need. That was not. What was your? It was Wicks for a fifth round pick, fourth round
Yeah,
pick.
which we drafted him in the 5th round, so we got our money back and then some, I guess.
Yeah, luckily you guys are okay at drafting wide receivers, so maybe that's why you guys are comfortable with it. But I like Wicks a lot. I think he would have been really nice. Keep, just my opinion.
Yeah, but we wouldn't have been we would have let him go for nothing because his contract was coming up, Reed's contract's coming up, Watson's contract's coming up. So we're gonna have to pay somebody. We can't pay them all. So we had to let somebody go, which, smart move, really. Um, man, Le'Veon Moss is, I think he's a bigger guy. Red
It was a
Murdoch
running
is
back.
a yeah, I know.
Okay, no, I'm sorry, I can't see the smaller print.
Yeah, he's a running back. Red Murdoch is kind of a missile of a linebacker. Shoot, Jamari Taylor's bro. This running back's out of Virginia. He's a small dude, but he's like another like slot receiver. He's really good. 5'9", 204. He's pretty strong, like with his contact balance, and he's really good at receiving too. Um, like he's had 200 over 200 yards receiving for 3 years straight. So um he's a solid guy. I just don't think the Packers would take him just because he's 5'8", but he's a solid player. Somebody's gonna get lucky. Oh, Justin Jefferson, Joe, should we take him?
Yeah,
Steal
Griff.
review.
Yep.
Okay, so I guess I should probably pick a player, huh?
No, Griff, take your time, man. This is all you, man.
No, so Joe, and also I wouldn't mind double dipping at D line too.
You guys need to
Um,
double dip almost, yeah. That's a good
No,
position
not
to
really
keep
need to.
more. Go ahead. Go
This
ahead.
guy's I think he's a solid run defense. Yeah, 82.6 grade. Um, Obviously not much of a pass rusher, but you don't ask a lot of interior D linemen to do that. 6'1", 317,
Mm,
decent size. He's not, super big, but over 310 is, good for interior D lineman, like, how I have Halton, who I think was what, 295.
yeah,
Um, okay. But man, this is tough because we need a receiver too. But let's go with let's take him. Let's take him. Let's go. Let's double dip at the interior D line here.
I like it.
This is a heavy defense draft. It looks like. Actually, I guess it's pretty balanced.
No, it's better
It's not bad.
balance. Yeah.
Actually, no. We got 2 tackles and then everything else is defense. All right. Let's look at this fella here. Oh no, I'm not taking him.
Mm,
Oh man, 6'2", 213. That's all he did. Man, he had
mm-mm.
597, then 315, then 411. Hey, that ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work, brother. And once you start getting, down here in the late rounds, it's tough. You most of the time it's like steer away from the big schools because people
Mm,
have already seen all these guys.
right.
Joe, I'm gonna trust you and go Chase Roberts here.
Mm. You don't have to though. I mean, it really
I'm
depends on
I'm
what you
trusting
guys
you. Don't
need.
steer me the wrong way, Joe. Chase
All right.
Roberts, wide receiver. He had good size, good production. So, okay, Joe. Man, I really wanted a linebacker and I was hoping he would be here. Um, he's a smaller guy, so Green Bay probably wouldn't take him anyways. And I'm blanking on his name, but I think he went to might have been Oklahoma.
Hmm.
Hey, you know what's crazy is Oklahoma is kind of historically known for not being that good on defense, but they got a lot of guys coming out of Oklahoma.
Really?
They're like Halton. Halton's a really good player.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the guy and Owen Heineke out of Oklahoma linebacker. Joe, he's small, but man,
Your
he's
dog?
flying around.
Mm.
He flies around, and I love it. Um, he is 6'1", 227, and he looks even smaller than I like when I saw that, and then I went to go watch him. I was like, I don't know, 6'1", 2. He looks probably like 5'11", 210. Like that's how he looks.
Interesting.
But he flies, Joe. I really liked him. Man, here let's see what we got already. I'm gonna double dip again, Joe. I'm going Andre Fuller out of Toledo. I don't know why I didn't click on his stats. So that's been doing that all day, actually. I don't know what's up with PFF, but no grades coming,
Mm.
which is weird.
Okay.
But I mean, that
Was
kind of sucks that
Andre?
we can't look over.
What was Fuller? A corner?
Yeah, he was a
Okay.
corner. It kind of sucks that we can't look over like all the players and stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
um if I can stop sharing. Yeah, so what'd you think of did it stop sharing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What'd you think of that draft, Joe?
Hey, I think for a team that's starting in the is it second round or third round with pick
Second.
second, I think that's you drafted positions of need, and I can't blame you for that. Pretty good position, pretty good D line and double dip into position wise on tackle and D tackle, I believe,
Yeah, tackle, D
and
tackle, and corner. Double
and
dip,
corner.
yeah.
So yeah, hey, the more the better. Can't blame you.
Damn right.
Good looking at the production because mhm.
See, sometimes you gotta
What
just
do
look
you
at that
think?
size.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah, that's
No,
true.
I liked it though because D tackle, obviously we have Wyatt who's had some injury history, so I think it's good to prepare for if he goes down again. And then you've got a veteran who, if you draft two young guys, can learn from them. And D
Hmm.
line's a position where heavy rotation happens anyways. Those are big guys that get tired. So
Hmm.
a good rotation is always nice. I mean, we also have Warren Brinson down there too, but the more the merrier. Let's just keep the interior fresh, and whoever plays better is going to play. So,
Mm-hmm.
so I really like, and especially Grayson Hall, and I really like double dipping at D tackle. And then corner, obviously, we don't have almost any depth at corner. We
Fair.
have Nixon and then Bullet in the slot, but Valentine and then St. Just, and then after that,
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
So so yeah, double dipping at corner would be really smart. I wanted to get a running back, but nothing really fell how I wanted it to.
Sure.
I wanted to get a different receiver. That didn't fall how I wanted it to, and sometimes that happens.
Hey, don't.
But
You should go watch Chase Roberts and let me know what you think.
yeah,
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 he's
for
nice. He's
sure.
nice. He's
So
definitely
with
nice.
that being said, Joe, I think we're gonna conclude it here. Next week, we're gonna get some comparisons going, Joe.
Mm.
We're gonna go straight up this player versus this player versus this player, and we're gonna see who's better.
Oh, what are we talking about exactly?
We're just gonna look at some players, Joe. Maybe
What
sometimes you
players?
gotta
What team?
reexamine the running back position and realize some players have done things in the league that other players that haven't are getting put over some players. I don't want to say, but Josh Jacobs has led the league in rushing. Some other players who might be considered better haven't done that. So we'll be talking about it.
I'll make sure I got some receipts
We'll be
because
talking about it.
I know you got some diabolical takes.
Make sure you go and follow us, Packers on TikTok, Packed Packers everywhere else. We're going to be posting more once we get right now is YouTube Shorts, TikTok, things like that. Once we get the flow and the hang of it, we're coming back heavy Instagram, X, everything like that. So, without further ado, thank you guys so much for listening, and make sure you tune in next week. That one's going to be hot and heavy.
Mm. Excited for it.
Now we're
Thank you
heading
guys.
over to Steel City Standard. We're going to get some AFC North rankings going on. We're going to see what's going on that defense.
Let's go. I'm excited.